Sausages, burgers, chicken nuggets, and schnitzels. You may think you know what they're made of, but with the rise of fake meats, do you really know what you're eating? We put them to the test.
You push your heavy cart through the freezing aisles of Costco, feeling completely secure about picking up those massive boxes of plant-based burgers. The packaging screams health and sustainability, tricking you into believing you are making the smartest choice for your family. But behind that bright green label lies a chilling corporate conspiracy that the global food industry desperately wants to keep buried. Right now, powerful billionaires like Bill Gates are funding a silent invasion of your local supermarket freezer, replacing real food with hyper-processed science experiments. People blindly trust that 100% plant-based equates to zero harm, but these artificial patties are actually a masterclass in biological deception. They are deliberately engineered in sterile laboratories with industrial seed oils to mimic the exact texture of real beef. Millions of Americans are unknowingly serving these dangerous blocks of fake meat to their children every single week. If you watch this documentary until the final second, I will expose the horrifying truth about the synthetic blood they pump into these very burgers and why it could permanently destroy your health. You might believe you are making a responsible choice by avoiding traditional red meat. However, a single artificial patty can contain up to 570 milligrams of sodium, which is nearly 10 times the amount found in regular unprocessed ground beef. Instead of eating natural vegetables, you are actually swallowing a highly processed chemical block packed with over 20 synthetic components, including lab-created methylcellulose and inflammatory industrial seed oils. In this documentary, we are going to expose the 5 most dangerous plant-based fake meats currently sitting inside your local Costco freezer. These heavily marketed corporate products are secretly damaging your cardiovascular system while pretending to save the environment. I will show you exactly why you need to throw these deceptive packages in the trash immediately and what real food you should buy instead. The chemical binding agents used to hold these artificial burgers together are more suited for a science laboratory than a human digestive system. If you keep watching until the final minutes, you will discover the most horrifying genetic ingredient hiding inside the most famous brand on this list. You might think starting with a friendly farm-sounding name means you are making a safe choice. That brings us to our first massive deception, which is MorningStar Farms veggie burgers sold in massive bulk boxes. People see the word farms and picture fresh vegetables being harvested under the morning sun. However, the reality inside these frozen patties is completely different and deeply disturbing. Instead of real vegetables, the primary ingredient is genetically modified soy protein isolate, which is heavily processed in industrial facilities using harsh chemical solvents like hexane. They use cheap fillers and artificial flavors to mask the absolute lack of nutritional value, tricking your brain into thinking it tastes good. You are paying your hard-earned dollars for a block of industrial waste dressed up as a healthy family meal. These heavily processed ingredients can cause severe digestive issues and trigger chronic inflammation in your body over time. If you think this corporate deception is bad, the final brand on our list is hiding a biological nightmare you will not believe. Keep watching until the end to uncover the ultimate shocking secret that billionaires are trying to hide from your dinner table. You move past the first boxes and spot another highly popular option in the freezer aisle. Gardein Ultimate Plant-Based Beef looks like the perfect environmentally friendly choice for your weekend barbecue. Their marketing aggressively pushes a green agenda, making you feel like a responsible consumer protecting the planet. However, the reality of what you are feeding your family is far from natural. The main structural component in these patties is vital wheat gluten combined with highly refined canola oil. This industrial seed oil is extracted using extreme heat and chemical solvents, completely stripping away any nutritional value. Consuming this highly processed combination forces your digestive system to process unnatural compounds it was never designed to handle. Instead of enjoying a healthy meal, you are risking chronic gut irritation and widespread cellular inflammation. You are essentially paying a premium price for a cheap chemical experiment. If you find this corporate manipulation disturbing, the final brand on our warning list takes biological engineering to a terrifying new level. Keep watching until the final minutes to uncover the synthetic blood secret that billionaires are desperately trying to keep off your radar. You might try to save money by grabbing those massive boxes of generic store-brand plant-based patties. They look like an incredible bargain for a large family barbecue. The plain packaging tricks you into thinking you are just buying simple mashed vegetables and beans. However, this is where the food industry uses inflation against you. These bulk boxes are a prime example of corporate shrinkflation, where they replace actual food volume with cheap chemical fillers and water. A single one of these generic patties can hit your bloodstream with over 600 milligrams of sodium. That is a dangerous amount of salt meant to preserve the artificial texture for months inside a freezer. You are paying your hard-earned dollars for absolutely zero nutritional value, silently increasing your family's blood pressure with every bite. The corporations profit massively while your body suffers the hidden consequences. As bad as these cheap fillers are, the next brand introduces a highly inflammatory ingredient that is destroying American health. And if you think that is terrible, you must listen until the very end of this video to uncover the chilling truth about the synthetic blood hidden in the final brand. You might skip the cheap generic options and reach for the most famous name in the plant-based industry, which is Beyond Meat. Their massive bulk packs at Costco look incredibly premium, proudly advertising that they contain absolutely zero soy and zero gluten. People naturally trust this brand because it is marketed as the ultimate clean and modern alternative to traditional beef. However, the true ingredient list reveals a highly inflammatory reality that your digestive system is forced to process. To make these artificial patties mimic the juicy texture of real meat, the corporation pumps them full of highly refined expeller pressed canola oil. This industrial seed oil undergoes extreme heat processing, which severely oxidizes the fats before they even reach your dinner plate. When you consume these oxidized oils on a regular basis, they trigger chronic cellular inflammation throughout your entire body. You are essentially paying top dollar to slowly damage your cardiovascular system under the false promise of eating healthy. The bright green packaging successfully masks a laboratory experiment that is actively harming your family. But as damaging as these industrial seed oils are, they pale in comparison to the biological nightmare hiding inside our final brand. If you keep watching until the final minutes, I will expose the terrifying synthetic blood compound backed by billionaires that is secretly changing your family's biology. You have finally reached the most aggressively marketed product in the entire freezer section. Impossible Meat is the ultimate crown jewel of the billionaire agenda, heavily funded by people like Bill Gates to completely replace natural farming. They promise a burger that actually bleeds just like real beef, which sounds like an incredible scientific achievement for plant-based eaters. However, this bleeding effect is not natural at all. To create this illusion of real meat, the corporation uses a heavily patented genetically modified compound called soy legumoglobin. This is not an ingredient grown under the sun, but rather a synthetic substance manufactured in giant industrial vats using genetically engineered yeast. You are quite literally feeding your family an experimental biological compound that has never existed in the human diet before this decade. When you look past the clever corporate marketing, you realize you are paying for a hyper-processed science experiment. Your digestive system does not recognize these genetically altered yeast proteins, which can lead to unpredictable inflammatory responses and severe allergic reactions. These powerful billionaires are actively playing God with your family's dinner plate while charging you a premium price for the privilege. This entire industry is built on a foundation of biological deception, and they are succeeding in tricking millions of American families every single day. But do not cancel your Costco membership just yet, because there is a safe solution to this nightmare. Keep watching, because I am about to reveal the exact 100% natural alternatives hiding in plain sight that will safely feed your family and defeat this toxic agenda. You do not need to fall victim to this highly processed corporate agenda. The safest and most nutritious option is actually hiding right in the same Costco freezer section. You just need to look for the Kirkland signature 100% grass-fed beef patties. Unlike the chemical blocks we just exposed, this product contains exactly one ingredient, which is pure and natural beef. Grass-fed meat is a nutritional powerhouse packed with essential vitamins and natural fats that your body actually knows how to process. It provides real cellular energy without triggering the chronic inflammation caused by industrial seed oils. When you choose single-ingredient foods, you completely eliminate the hidden dangers of genetically modified yeast and artificial binders. You are feeding your family the exact natural diet that human beings have safely consumed for thousands of years. This simple choice immediately protects your household from the billionaire agenda that wants to control your dinner plate. The global food corporations desperately want you to forget what real food looks like so they can keep selling you their profitable chemical experiments. But before you rush out to change your grocery list, there is one final deception you must hear. Listen to the very end to uncover the ultimate psychological trick supermarkets use to force these fake meats into your shopping cart. The supermarket industry uses brilliant psychological tricks, intentionally placing these synthetic plant-based meats right next to the traditional beef to confuse you. They desperately want you to grab their highly profitable laboratory experiments by mistake during your busy Sunday shopping trips. You must always read the ingredient labels carefully and protect your family from this widespread biological deception. Go check your freezer right now and throw those artificial patties directly into the trash where they belong. If this documentary opened your eyes to the truth, hit the like button and subscribe to our channel immediately to stay informed. You absolutely must watch our next video, where we will expose the terrifying chemical secret hiding inside the famous Costco rotisserie chickens that no one is talking about. Thanks for watching.